Iron golems are based on the giant from Castle in the Sky and give flowers to children. Oh, that's adorable. Too bad I need iron. Burn! Welcome to Deep Thoughts While Gaming. I'm Chris Chappell. And today I've been playing Minecraft for over 15 years. People were literally raised on this game. And at over 300 million copies sold, Minecraft is definitely the most popular game of all time, proving once again, children yearn for the mines. Part of the appeal of Minecraft is that you can play the game any way you want. You can be a builder, you can be an adventurer, you can slay the dragon, fight zombies, or just bake a cake. But however you play, there's one role Minecraft basically forces you to take on. That of a slave master. You'll build a trading hall stocked full of villagers that you removed from their native lands, force them into a breeding chamber, and if their trades aren't good enough, well, that's what buckets of lava are for. And since your insatiable appetite for iron can never be fulfilled by mining, you'll build an iron farm, which works by keeping a villager in a perpetual state of terror by placing a zombie near him, causing the villager to spawn an iron golem, which will fall into a killing chamber, filling your chests full of iron and the flowers it would have given to children. It's a kid's game! But why settle for a small scale when you can build a massive genocide machine, as Minecraft YouTuber Shulkercraft has done, creating almost 100,000 irons an hour. And all it takes is a terrified 756 villagers dropping thousands of iron golems to their death per hour. And of course, filling up chests with the poppies meant for the children. You'll want to compost that for your other farms. And oh God, we won't talk about those other farms. The horror. The horror. In real life, this type of slavery would probably be discouraged. Slavery is technically illegal in all countries. Despite that, more than 40 million people in the world today are living as slaves. That's more than 3 times the number of Africans funneled through the transatlantic slave trade. There are more slaves today than at any point in history, but they don't drop iron. Instead, they help mine the cobalt we need for our smartphones. And a lot of them are children in the Congos. You see, they do yearn for the mines. There's no need to feel guilty. I'm not crying, you're crying. The question is, why? Why do humans enslave one another? There have been many attempts to justify slavery. Some in the American South attempted to use Christian arguments. In the ancient world, slavery was ubiquitous. Entire economies depended on it. Aristotle, in his work Politics, said some people were just born to be slaves. It was in their nature. And looking at the blank, dumb stares of the villagers, can you really disagree? The Greek philosophers predating Christianity did not look at people in terms of good versus evil, but as good versus bad. Bad in the way a chair could be bad. It didn't serve its function and purpose well. And some people's purpose was to be a slave. Remind me to tell that to those 756 villagers in the Iron Golem genocide farm. Oh yes, they're being good villagers. And I'm being a good Caesar. The idea that there was a singular human nature possessed by slave and Caesar alike, was laughable to people in the ancient world. The seismic cultural shift away from slavery began thanks to the spread of Christianity. As historian Tom Holland, who I'm pretty sure is a different guy from Spider-Man, wrote in his book Dominion, across the Roman world, wailing at the sides of roads or on rubbish tips, babies abandoned by their parents were a common sight. Others might be dropped down drains, there to perish in the 100, which sounds a lot like it was the inspiration for the subterranean shunning grounds in Elden Ring, where unwanted omen children were discarded. Holland continues, Those who were rescued from the wayside would invariably be raised as slaves. Brothels were full of women who, as infants, had been abandoned by their parents. Pretty much everyone had always taken it for granted, until, that was, the emergence of a Christian people. And yet, you'll hear people argue that religion, particularly the Christian religion, is responsible for all the evil of the world: war, colonization, and slavery. And to make the world a better place, we must ban or do away with religion, like whatever happened to those underwater temples in Minecraft. While the American South did attempt religious justifications for slavery, that wasn't the primary argument, especially in the face of a growing white Christian abolitionist movement in the North. As was mentioned in our RimWorld episode about technology, ideas, like religion, don't have agency on their own. Guns don't kill people, that's kill people. And people fashion together ideas to justify what they're already doing. Sugarcane farming, a staple cash crop of the American South, was incredibly brutal. The average lifespan of someone harvesting it was a few years at most. You couldn't pay someone to do that. Seems like they could have just built a piston farm and saved a lot of trouble. And so the need arose for slaves. And Southern plantation owners crafted together different ideas to justify it. And while there were Christian arguments made, the primary justification came from scientific arguments. This is when phrenology was created, as carried on by Mr. Burns. There were evolutionary justifications for the Greek argument that some people were just born to be slaves. People instrumentalize religion or science for their purposes, whether it's justifying slavery or trying to create some fictional master race. I guess that's why they call it Minecraft! And while religion gets the blame for many atrocities, people would be shocked today to learn the details of some of the horrific experiments conducted by the Nazis in Imperial Japan in the name of science. Both science and religion have given humanity good things: Christian charity, the abolitionist movement. Science gave us Minecraft. Oh yeah, and modern medicine. But both can be used by people to justify atrocious things. Yet for some reason, there are people willing to give a pass to some of the scientific horrors of the 20th century, but harbor no such sympathy for religion, particularly the Christian religion. In movies and TV shows, it's often the religious man who's the villain, while science is always held on a pedestal, except Dr. Eggman, whom I assume just wanted to test shampoo on all those critters. A misunderstood genius. Of course, some would say the difference between science and religion is that science is objective, but it's not. There is no view from nowhere. What gets studied, what gets funding, and what policies are made based on the science is all subjective, despite what Mr. I Am the Science would say. So would you say that science is the source of all evil in the world, and we should ban science? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for watching Deep Thoughts While Gaming. And remember, be sure to pop in on all those old saved worlds in Minecraft. Your dog misses you. Want to help me craft new episodes? Then mine some money and click that join button to become a channel member. You'll be supporting more episodes of Deep Thoughts While Gaming and get access to an exclusive Discord server, live streams, video, emojis, and all these useless flowers I have stuffing up my chests. Oh yes, a lot of iron golems were hurt in the filming of this episode.